So if the organizers allow, we can move for the delegates presentation, as we have 5 presenters here. Dr. Hasrat. So anyway, I will move for this. I will move for delegates presentation, and we have 5 delegates. They have to present, and we will provide 10 minutes to each presenter. So, and you have to finish within 10 minutes. So I would like to call upon Dr. Ilina Maria from Ukraine, and her topic of presentation is rural areas classification with indicators of tourism and recreation industries. So may I call Dr. Ilina Maria?
Hello, dear colleagues. Do you hear me?
So, the floor is yours now. You can present within 10 minutes. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So, dear colleagues, greetings from Ukraine. I'm Maria Ilina, Institute of Environmental Economics and Sustainable Development in National Academy of Sciences of Ukraine. So, and my paper is Rural Areas Classification with Indicators of Tourism and the Recreation Industry. It's more about some methods and approaches to research and to estimate tourism industry in Ukraine. It is to assess the resources, tourism capacity of some areas in Ukraine and make appropriate differentiation or classification of the territories. And with it, mostly we mean territories of rural communities, first of all, towns and villages. And we applied several methods for the research. With structural analysis, we described the composition of key recreational resources in Ukraine. Economic methods we used to assess the industry's status, and with statistics we classified areas. The evaluation of recreational capacity of territories was the aim. For that, we used some set of indicators. There are natural resources state and scope in Ukraine in rural areas. We mean natural resources for tourism, not all natural resources, but only for tourism and recreation. Infrastructure of the industry, economic efficiency of it, and some social benefits which local communities can get from the tourism. And as well, ecological or environmental status of some areas. In both cases, we applied the indexes where 1 means the best situation or the highest level, and 0 is the worst or the lowest. Key indicators to assess the tourism industry are assets, economic, firstly, financial assets. We mean capacity of hotels and camps and spa resorts. Production, we mean volume of the provided services, and financial and economic efficiency of it, we mean income, which hotels can get from tourists, costs, profits, and so on. And as well, we selected some indicators or parameters of the environment improvement. There are setting of new ecological roads, informing locals on benefits associated with recreational affiliation of an area, environmental management on the local level, and so on. With it, we identified 4 groups of regions in Ukraine depending on the development of tourism industry. The first one has the lowest values of the indicators and has been defined as the depressed regions. The fourth one has the highest indicators and has been defined as a leading regions. The second and the third groups have intermediate indicators values and have been defined as below averages and above average. The low values usually happen because of poor infrastructure of the hotels for tourists. There are Zhytomyrska and Sumska regions in Ukraine because of hotels, as well in Kirovogradska and Kharkivska regions because of health resorts. One should notice the lowest level of recreational natural resources capacities in Zhytomyrska and Kirovogradska regions as well. State of the environment, first of all, we mean air pollution, is the destimulator indicator for Dnipropetrovsk and Luhansk region. Because of small number of visitors, the recreation industry is inefficient, again, in Zhytomyrsk and Kirovogradsk region. Mostly the reasons are a few travelers and underuse of available spa, hotels, and health resorts. The highest values of the recreational and tourist industry are in Zakarpatska and Odessa region. Despite the regions have pretty low indicators for natural and recreational resources capacity and number of camps. Those factors may cut the recreational potential of the regions down since the situation means the available recreational resources are used not efficiently enough. Conclusively, if we talk about tourism industry in Ukraine, one should note a certain discrepancy between its capacity and intensity and efficiency of the use. The conclusion is true for all regions in Ukraine, and only the coastal regions and cities with historical, cultural, and some architectural sites of interest, like Kyiv, Lviv, Chernivtsi, Ivano-Frankivsk, and Zakarpattia, still have some prospects for the industry's development. As well, in Ukraine, we define that unlike areas, we mean urban and rural, are very different on the environment, infrastructure, and economic efficiency of the industry. And therefore, we classified areas with, we divided for that them depending on types of settlements. With indicators of rural population share and availability of urban centers, we distinguished rural, urban, and intermediate areas. Rural areas in Ukraine occupy over 90% of the country's area and half of the population. Therefore, rural areas have been additionally divided by urban-like and remote, with indicators of the population and average distance to large cities. Next, we distinguished areas by the recreational and tourist capacity and the efficiency of the use. It helps to determine the better approaches for urban, rural, urban-like, and rural remote areas. Accordingly, for the advantageous areas, we recommend the recreational specialization policy.
I think that some problem with Dr. Maria. Network problem. Dr. Maria, you are online.
Sir, her network is down.
Yeah, it is gone. Also, time is
Yeah, you please can
yeah,
wait.
10 minutes. Yeah,
Okay,
it is already done. Yes. So thank you, Dr. Maria, for your presentation. Yeah, you can unmute. You can unmute. You can unmute. Unmute. Others. Unmute. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hi.
Yes. So anyway, your time is also over. Thank you very much for your presentation. Yeah, it was very nice one, and time is already over. So thank you very much. I will call upon another presenter. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Okay. Okay.